Nope. No reverse launch today. I think I've had more trouble reversing this glider than anything else I've ever flown. I don't know why. I mean, it's just a K2. My old K2 is super easy. You know, I've seen a lot of discussions on Facebook about ground starting your paramotor. Now, let me just say this. Propeller is inherently dangerous. Whether you've started on your back or you started on the ground, there's always a possibility you get something pulled into your propeller, like your hand or your line or something like that, your brakes. So it is always a hazard, always a risk. You need to assess that risk every time you look at it, every time you start it up. So ground starting your paramotor is very dangerous. And a lot of people will say you should never do it. And I say that's true. You should never do it unless you got a flat top. The flat top is kind of like designed for that kind of stuff. It's a copy of the Walker jet. But what happens is you start your paramotor and let's say it goes full throttle on you for some reason, like you didn't check your throttle cable tension. So regardless of what happens, there's always a possibility your motor can go full throttle on startup. So what you need to do to protect yourself against that, if you are going to start it on the ground, the flat top has these nice features called comfort bars. And these things right here, they sit pretty high on the paramotor. And so if it goes full throttle and pushes a couple hundred pounds of thrust on you, it's going to come forward and fall forward and land on these comfort bars. And it won't go down more than like 45 degrees. And I've had that happen to me. I had to go full throttle once on me on startup. It was just extra fuel in the car, but it just full throttled and came forward and I sat down and it stopped and then it shut off. Another feature you want to have is a double tube frame and a really good netting that you can't get your hands through. Alright, even the frame on this one is designed so you couldn't get your hand through the frame. My hand cannot fit through anywhere on this frame with the exception of directly behind the seat. A lot of people diss the flat top. I think it's a great paramotor. I honestly think it's one of the best. Now you can talk engines. Well, it's only got the Bitterozzi Monster. It's only got the Sumini Mini 2. You know what? It's just the engine. Everybody uses the same engines. The frame is a flat top. The engine is just the engine. If I had to make an emergency landing, where would I land? Power lines everywhere. Holy cow, I don't know. Probably be a downwind landing. I mean, look, you can't even land on the roads that hidden power lines. They're everywhere. These are some fairly decent bike trails, but man, I have never been so tired biking in my life than riding on this series of trails right here. Like one day I'll go ride somewhere, and the next day I'll come up here and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't ride up this hill. I'm so tired riding down a hill. This is hard. So we got kind of a north-northwest wind. I figure I'm going to rotor on this little hill. I think maybe I should just turn around right here. Yeah. But this is one sport I do not understand. I don't understand golf. I don't understand it at all. You want to hit a ball in the hole with a club on your day off. Like, it's recreation. Yeah, let's go have a picnic or something, but golf, I just don't get it. I'm more of an adventurous guy, I guess. I want to ride motorcycles, dirt bikes, bicycles, paramotors, go hiking. I'd rather go to the beach. Well, the Ironman St. George is tomorrow. I'll go pace some riders on my motorcycle. I volunteered last, well, my wife volunteered me last year, and it was like, seriously, the most fun I've ever had on a motorcycle. And I had to do it again this year. I tried to get my friends to do it. I got one friend going. Really enjoyed it. Wish I were young and had the energy to run in the Ironman. So, see that lake right there, and there's a grassy field over there, that's the school. I used to take off out of that school. That is the most turbulent place I've found in all the city. So hard to take off right there. and then the air just throws you all over the place. It's gonna be a calm day, and that's like rolling rotor everywhere. I have no idea why. That place just sucks. And it's getting turbulent here. The lower I go, the worse it's gonna get. Whoa. Go up again, go down, up, down. Hi. Kind of a long landing.
Let's say that engine goes full throttle and start up and I'm ground starting it. Let's see how far over it goes. A little more than 45 degrees. But basically it falls forward. You go under this part here and it doesn't touch you. The blade does not touch you. Now let's say I'm starting it and my hand slips. All these places here, you have to try to get your hand through. You can get through. You gotta really try to get your hand through there. Once you got baby hands. It's really good Kevlar netting. It's riveted on the back, steel rivets. I think they're steel. Possibly aluminum, I don't know. You can't get your hand through anywhere. I'll even take my glove. I can't get my hand through. How far away am I from the prop? The worst point. 3 inches? Here. Oh, I can get my hand through there. I can get my whole arm all the way to the prop. I can do it right there. That should probably be closer. Here, this is where I put my hand when I'm starting this thing. If I really struggle, I can probably almost touch the prop. I can get my hand out. All right. Alright, so put my hand right here when I'm starting it. Hold this on the right hand. And I have my left hand here. If I were to slip, go through here, this area. Let's say I slipped and went through the seat where the seat attaches here. I'd have to go pretty far, and it's possible, I guess. Nothing's impossible. Right here, hand goes here, and when starting it, foot goes down here against that, and if it goes full throttle, boom, I'm on the ground. You know, it's a pretty good system. I've really wanted to get a Scout. I like the Scout a lot, but as far as my protection, I'm going to stick with the flat top. And single point release harness, absolutely spectacular. People think it's like hard to take off or something hit your knees or your legs on the paramotor. You know what? I've never had a problem. Never.